Hey guys, finally I have something to show you guys for my dragon fruits. Look at how many fruits I have set. Look at that. A lot. So this year I've done things a little bit different than last year. So what I did this year was that, as you know, whenever there's new growth that comes out, I usually prune them. But this year I let it grow out and add about 20% more of uh, of branches. So it looks a lot fuller, and I think uh, that's the reason why you're seeing so many fruits on my plant at the moment. Also, this year I did not manually abort any of these buds. So I let all the buds that stayed on the tree set fruit. So usually when I in the past few seasons, I usually manually abort them because I want the fruits to be big, but not so much this year. So this year I let the tree decide on its own. So it aborted one bud, and then it kept the rest, and it kept everything. Look at this. See, so usually I wouldn't let three of them in a row like this. I would at least abort one in the middle, but I let it be this year. So one thing, I may be a little bit too optimistic. Another thing is that throughout the years, I've noticed a couple of things that happens when the fruit gets too big. If the fruit is, if it gets too big, when it ripens, there is a high chance that it will crack at the top here, because it's stressed so much. It gets so big that any ripening, any softening in the skin, it will crack. So that is another reason, one reason why I let the tree set as much fruit as it wants. So to try to get the fruits not to get so big and crack when it ripens. Another reason is that through the years I've tasted all sizes of fruits, and the bigger ones, the sweetness is there. It's quite sweet. However, the texture is a little bit too soft for me. It's not as crunchy as the smaller ones. And usually when I eat a dragon fruit, I peel it like a banana. So I just peel the top off into different layers, and then just consume a whole dragon fruit myself. Just to quench my satisfaction, to be satisfied. So I rarely share my dragon fruits. And with the bigger ones, it's too much for me to consume at one time. So the smaller ones are better if, for me to consume at one time. So those two reasons alone, changed my mind to try to get, big fruits, just medium size are good enough. And I get a lot more. So from this two plants here, so this trellis has two plants, and right now I have about 20 dragon fruits on this trellis. So this is my white flash, and some of them even hidden in the back. Especially here's one that's hidden. Let's see. So this is in from the front, but there's one hid in the back right there. I didn't know that there was one in the back right there until I looked carefully. But all in all, the fruits looks so healthy. Look at that. So healthy and green. Beautiful. I left one low down here. Usually I don't let it low like this because someone can walk by and brush and break it off. But I let it be because I have a couple of little ones that I kind of want them to come and touch and feel and experience dragon fruit there, and that height is perfect for them. And this year, like I said, I let the new branches grow out a lot more, 20% more branches. So as you know that when they grow wherever, and if you want your trellis to look good, you may have to train them, prune them. This guy here was this branch here. Let me see. So this branch here was like all the way out here. So I used you know some tape to pull them back slowly, 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 and hopefully by the time I'm done with this branch will be right here. So it will look, it will have a nice canopy look. So these two are my white flash. My red flash, nothing to show. Not yet. I'm not sure why. So I kind of tip the ends here to let it know that, hey, stop growing. send out some buds. And this right here, this is my Haley Comet. A lot of buds, except that it blooms at weird times, and I didn't have pollen to pollinate them, so I was only able to pollinate one. so right here, so this one, so Haley Comet, they tends to get really big, like this big. So just one so far. Some of these, a lot of these buds here, this one the tree manually automatically aborted like that. But these guys here, it will probably go to waste because I just don't have pollen for them. Uh, Maybe this one right here, I may have some pollen because on the other side of the house, I have some one new bud that is coming up. I'll show you guys that in a bit here. But another thing that I'm noticing this year is that I I tend to just start my cotton in the ground. But this year here on this side of the house, I'm not sure why, but everything I put in the ground rotted. Everything. This is like the 10th one that rotted, and even my Kanemair, it sent out new growth and it rotted. So I kind of moved it to the other side of the house. I'm not sure why, but maybe I'll start to root them from the other side and then bring them back over here. Yeah, so this is the first season. This is the fourth year, and this is the first time it rot every time I put something new there, even after I leave the cotton dry for like a week at least. So, not sure. But let's take a look at on the other side of the house to see one of my plant that has more fruit than I would, put it on there in the past. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this side here is my sucking uh, four trellises of my dragon fruits. So if you have guys been following me, the first time when I did this, I brought these four trellises. I had a variety that was not self photo, and it required cross pollination. So I took everything off and start over again. And as you can see, some of these guys here are quite. This guy is long and skinny. That's because it doesn't get enough sun. But as soon as it gets to the top to get the sun, it should get bigger. But look at this guy. Look at this. It has just one plant right here. It has see one, two, three, four, and then five branches, and and I left four fruits on here. Usually, if if a plant is this small, usually I would have two. But this year I was like, okay, whatever. We'll let the tree decide, and it's doing quite good. Look, the size is not it's not bad. It's getting big. It's maturing nicely. And this guy here, look at this. Wow, this guys will probably it may get another maybe twice the size of this, and then ripens maybe in about 3 weeks. But it's looking nice, beautiful. Look at that. And this is a white flash, uh, self photo, self pollinating. So a lot of these are some white flash. So this trellis and this trellis are both white flash, self photo, self pollinated. Over here, I have two Haley comets, one right there, and then two reds, uh, self pollinated and self photo. So I brought my Kaname over here, and then I started another red over here. I'm not sure why it keeps on rotting on the other side of the house, but this guy here, so it is sending out another bud here. So hopefully I can use the pollen from this guy here to pollinate my Haley comet on the other side. So hopefully this guy can pollinate a lot. Just hoping. All right, guys, just an update on my dragon fruits. Just something to show you guys now. Some dragon fruits to show you guys. Very excited. I love dragon fruits. All right, that's it, guys. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to stay up to date with me and my treats, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.